Welcome back everyone to another video of World of Warship Legends, and today I wanted to take some time to talk about ships and builds that I use when you're needing a high number of fires or a high number of total damage dealt. In the background here we have a game of domination on Tears of the Desert, and I rolled out with the Kutuzov this game. Occasionally with these campaign missions, Wargaming will give you a mission of getting 20 fires or getting, this week for example, we have a mission that is to get 140,000 damage in one game. Now, Wargaming does give you the option to do this in a legendary or a tier 7 ship. More than likely, when that mission becomes available on Monday, I will be using a legendary ship. I wanted to go ahead and use a tier 7 ship as an example. Now in the ship, this is my burn it down build. The whole purpose behind this build is to start fires and cause constant damage through those fires. Certainly helps if matchmaking is a little bit more friendly and we get a lot of battleships. Similar to the way we did this time, we did get 4 battleships going up against us. And fortunately, the majority of them are German, which do have a tendency to burn a little bit more. As you can see there, taking that shot at the Bismarck immediately got 2 fires on the Bismarck. So with this ship, I am using Kutuzov as my commander. And with his perks, I have gone with Burn It Down XXL, which gives me a 2% increased fire chance on my shells. Igniter, which gives me a 3% increased fire chance. Punch Through, to give the added penetration to the AP. Fixated, to increase the shell grouping and decrease the dispersion. And then on my legendary skill, I go with Fully Packed. That way I get another one of those smoke screens and an extra heal. Overall, I think this ship is extremely strong. Can be extremely frustrating to go up against. On the actual ship mods, I run Aiming System Mod 1, Prop Mod 2, Concealment Mod 1, because I want to get that incoming dispersion to be a little bit higher, because I am using Vian as one of my inspirations along with Scott as my other. And then for the 4th slot, I have Gunfire Control Mod. That way I can get an extra 5% on my range of my guns. You can see we were spawned down here in front of C. We've been firing on the battleships down here, and not even 4 minutes into the game, we have 80,000 in damage, and that's mainly due to those fires. That Bismarck in the back has certainly been catching a lot of our fires. The GK that just went down right there was the other ship catching a bunch. And honestly, this is what this ship does. It's going to sit here. It's going to whittle down the health on the big battleships. And if you're going up against cruisers, the AP on this ship is absolutely punishing to broadside cruisers. And using that punch through perk is just making the shells that much more potent, and makes it a lot easier to get citadels on those enemy cruisers. I do prefer using this ship if I'm going the cruiser route versus, say, a Cleveland, simply because you do get the smoke screens in this ship. And when you get the Fully Packed legendary perk, you saw right there, I did have a minute on the cooldown for my smoke, but as soon as I got into the range of that legendary perk for a friendly ship, that last minute disappeared and I immediately got another smoke screen. And that's just an absolute huge perk to this ship. You know, I don't have to sit behind an island. I can go out to open water, expose myself for a little bit, but then what's going to happen, I can use that smoke screen and fire from that smoke screen. The one catch to the Kutuzov is that you're going to have over a 7-kilometer detection when you're firing in smoke, so you can't get too close to the action, but still close enough so that you're relevant. So right here, I'm wanting to stay close to C. I don't want to be any further away from the cap than I am right now, because I want to be able to support our Fletcher. You can see right there, he's going up against 2 of the enemy ships. And we also see the other Bismarck pushing in. So that's kind of the key to this ship, is staying close enough to the caps that you're relevant, but far enough away that you're not going to get spotted. Because as you see right here, that Fantastic did get into my spotting range since I am firing in smoke, but fortunately he goes down quickly and I'm able to use the rest of the smoke screen without too much danger. The other big perk that this ship has is it does have 5 torpedoes on each side, and those things have an 8-kilometer range. And honestly, it's kind of unfair. This ship, when played well, like many of the ships in the game, when played well, it is extremely frustrating to go up against, and very hard to kill. The one weakness to this ship and most Russian cruisers are the turning radius, but fortunately we don't have to use that too much in this game. Taking a look here at the overall look, our team has done a great job. Went around, took A, went up the gut and got B, and at this point we're all kind of converging here on the southern end of the map, boxing in the rest of the enemy teams. And all we have to do now is go ahead, keep on the move, try to mitigate any damage coming in. We do have a Shimakaze out there, and those 15 torpedoes are absolutely a huge threat to us, especially right now with our hydro in cooldown. We need to be a little bit aware of that. Fortunately, we do have our friendly Fletcher down there, and he is going to be a little bit closer to that ship, and it should help us spot any torpedoes that are coming in a little bit quicker. At this point, I do want to go ahead and start pushing into the cap. You can see I got another fire right there on the Bismarck. I want to keep whittling them down. Even though I don't have a kill yet, I am doing a significant amount of damage to the ships on this side. The Ochakov right here is sitting right behind the island. You can see he's getting pushed by 2 of our battleships, but he got some support right there from our Iowa. And earlier you heard me talk about the AP on this going against other cruisers. Right here, a broadside Ochakov firing right at the waterline, leading them just enough. And this first salvo, it's going to overpin just one cell, so we're going to turn, go ahead and get the other 4 guns, or other 2 guns rather, on there. Sneak them just over the island, and right there, that's what we're looking for. Those 2 Citadels, get the high caliber and our first kill, and the absolute kind of engagement we're looking for. Right here, as I stated earlier, there's our Fletcher driving in front of us. He was able to spot those Shimakaze torps before we could. Absolutely a huge perk. Unfortunately, what happens right here is I'm a little distracted by the torpedo, so great job by the Shimakaze putting them on target. I kind of lose track that there is the Iowa up here to the north, and I'm going to catch several of his shells with my Citadel. Fortunately, though, not the Death Strike. I'm able to get into the smoke and go ahead and stay alive, and now go ahead and keep cooking right here. The battleship aiming at the superstructure. Once I get the superstructure burning, I'm going to move towards the front of the ship near where those front 2 guns are, try to get a fire going up there, and then once I get a fire there, I'm going to aim towards the rear of the ship where the rear gun is, try to get another fire there. And that's absolutely what I'm going to do. Now the one catch is right here is you'll see I'm getting the fires. He is on fire right now, but I think it's right here he damage cons. So what I'm going to do is switch from HE and then switch over to AP, because what this is going to do, the AP is going to be unrepairable damage. You can see there he's not on fire anymore, so I switched over to the AP, aiming at above the deck, right at the superstructures where I want to hit, and we're getting those 5k damage salvos. With an 8-second reload, that is absolutely brutal. As soon as the damage is in cooldown, though, I go ahead and switch back to HE. I want to get them burning again. That's where I'm going to get the majority of the hit points going, as you can get that constant damage going in the fires. Here we see the Suzuya pop up. I do decide to switch over to the Suzuya and put some AP in the chamber, but unfortunately is a very good Suzuya driver. They're doing a great job of turning in, turning out, kiting away, and making themselves a very hard target to hit. And fortunately, we did get out of the smoke just in time and avoided those Suzuya torps. Thankfully, our Edinburgh does a great job, finishes off the Iowa. At this point, we only need one last kill to finish it off. Great team win. This is going to be close to 200,000 hit points. Only 1 kill, which is absolutely fine. I was able to get some defense, a couple incapacitations, and then 18 fires, which is absolutely a great number. If nothing else, I'm going to be getting some fire damage on these ships. If I'm not getting fire damage, I'm forcing them to use their damage cons, which hopefully that means they'll eat a torpedo or catch on fire from another ship later on, and they won't be able to repair it immediately. That's all we have for today. Let me know what you guys think. What's your go-to ship for getting high damage numbers on these campaign missions? What's your ship for getting a lot of fires? Let me know in the comments down below. this is your first time coming to the channel, consider hitting subscribe. We'll have a lot more videos coming at you shortly. Have a great day.